All right, let's take a look back at this day in history. 37 years ago, September 1988, and Nike's launch of one of the greatest branding campaigns in history, Just Do It. It was a knowingly understated yet unknowingly monumental pivot for a sneaker company run by Phil Knight, who we should point out was notoriously reticent about mass advertising. But in 1988, Nike's sales, they were slumping, overtaken in market share by Reebok, which was riding the wave of the leg warmer aesthetic aerobics boom. But ad executive Dan Wieden, he had been working with Nike for 6 years, largely on print ads in the back of running magazines, but had been really trying to nudge them into so-called performance-driven TV spots featuring professional athletes like Bo Jackson, like Michael Jordan. But Wieden, in the 2009 documentary Art and Copy, recounted how those various campaigns were individualistic and had no real unifying message around the Nike brand as a whole. So Wieden sketched out several slogans that he thought could tie all the ad campaigns together. And in September of 1988, an ad debuted showing a simple moving shot of an 80-year-old man named Walt Stack jogging shirtless across the Golden Gate Bridge. He quips that when people ask how he keeps his teeth from chattering in the winter, he responds, "I leave them in my locker." The screen cuts away to white letters on a black backdrop, "Just Do It." The ad, it was a hit. A mantra of self-empowerment that suggested Nike shoes were for everyone. Advertising Age would later rank Just Do It as the #2 ad slogan of the 20th century, second only to Diamonds Are Forever and ahead of Finger Looking Good over at KFC. But Nike executives have since admitted they were actually taken by surprise of the slogan's resonance, a slogan that Businessweek magazine described as being less important than the universal idea that underpinned it. Liz Dolan, a former chief marketing officer, she told the Washington Post in 2018 that each year, Nike would actually try to think of something to replace Just Do It, but ultimately would return back to that same iconic slogan. In fact, just this month, Nike launched a new campaign that updates the phrase to, quote, "Why do it?" which, given the everlasting life of Just Do It, might be an appropriate question for Nike's ad team as well.